So this is the explanation for wrong barrel resolution, and I thought I'd do a quick video on this because uh, whilst it can be dulled down into a very bare bones explanation, I thought that if I make a video on it, it might give a bit more insight into it. So for those who have not seen wrong barrel resolution, the general concept is you want to move before the transition of a bonus barrel closer to another one. So you see there in this 8-button challenge video, Ringrush damaged himself into the barrel, moving him closer to the one that's on the other side of 5-door ship. And after this little bit here, you can see that both barrels kind of zoom out, but you have the other barrel which spawns the golden banana. So, how the general question which we've been debating is how does the game do this from a technical standpoint? So what it is doing is it is setting a particular part of the setup to equal 2. Now there's a few different values. There's 0, in other words, let me bring it up here. So there's 0, aka you didn't come out of that bonus barrel. 1 means you came out of that bonus barrel, but it isn't resolved, aka it's not going to spawn the golden banana. And then 2 is it has been resolved and you're coming out of it. So it will do like the expansion thing and then the shake. Now this is written in the setup. So this persists through loads and anything which basically doesn't make the game wipe the setup and recall it from ROM. So the next question is, how does it determine which barrel to choose? Now, we've kind of had an idea of how this works, but it's not been fully confirmed because there's a bit of grey area. So from this little bit of code here, which is from Ghidra, you can see that this resolution part here, it has 2 parts to it. Excuse the iffy names. So first part is that it gets the actor spawn index inside the setup of the resolved bonus barrel. So it grabs the addresses of the setup, and then what it does is it goes through those setups, and as long as there is a bonus barrel that is within that square root, so whatever that is, I'm not going to bother to do the math, it's about like 1000. As long as there is something that is within that range, it will identify that as the closest one. Now this is the spawner itself. So for instance, if you which phrase this, if you spawn a bonus barrel with something in your hands, that doesn't add to the setup, that adds to the actor spawner list, which are 2 different things. So even in a scenario where you come back into the area and for some reason it's in the setup, in theory you should not resolve the bonus barrel you had in your hands, because that's not part of the setup, that's part of the actor spawner list. Yeah. And then 2 is because bonus barrels and lots of other things in the game do a Y oscillation. They should not, it's not relative to the position itself, like of the bonus barrel. So That's the long and short of it. It is kind of the bonus barrel's starting position, and it is also the point at which it oscillates around. So it always has like a central point that is essentially where it's going to be performing this calculation from. The X, Y, and Z are written with this, and these are obtained from the parent map. So it will always be from the parent map. So if you have seen Crown wrong barrel resolution, so the concept is we go into we get a helm fade out whilst going into a crown or an ISG fade out. It doesn't matter, and then you could go and complete another bonus barrel. That will take you back to where the crown was in your original map, and that's because the parent map is that crown. So that's why it is working. Also, the other thing to consider is that you need to have a certain transition properties bit field, in terms of there needs to be a particular bit that is set. If there is not, then the bonus barrel will not resolve, which is why, for example, if you were to go into a Snides and then you were to come out with like a similar concept to Crown wrong barrel resolution, that won't resolve the barrel because whilst you are you're returning to your parent map rather than going to a specific map from a loading zone, you are not coming from a specific position. So you're coming from an exit, which is predefined by the ROM, whereas with, for instance, the crowns and the wrong with bonus barrel, sorry, you'll always come from a particular position. So it grabs the closest barrel spawner, and then it resolves the bonus barrel.